my 30-week update for pregnancy. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant. Baby is 17 inches and 3.1 pounds. She is the size of a butternut squash. If I have to stop and take breaks, I apologize now. I'm like super winded. I'm super swollen, if you can't tell already. My current weight that I've gained is 24 pounds. Sleeping habits for me right now. I don't sleep. Still the same as last week or the 28-week update. I'm still not sleeping well. I am having a serious pregnancy-induced insomnia at night, and honestly, I sleep like off and on during the day, and then I don't sleep at night at all. I do take Benadryl on the days that I have to work to kind of force myself to go to sleep so that I'll be able to function throughout the day the next day. But for the most part, my sleeping habits are no sleeping at all. Maternity clothes, I'm wearing anything that stretches. Same as last update, it's the same. So I'm wearing stretch everything. Stretch dresses, stretch skirts, stretch scrubs. Food cravings. What am I craving? I'm craving salad. I eat a lot of salad. Maybe spicy foods. Food aversions, none. Only thing I don't like I hate to smell beef cooking, and I hate to smell chicken cooking. Like, it makes me want to throw up. And another weird thing that it's not really a food aversion, but when people rub my belly, the movement across my belly makes me nauseated. I know it's really weird. Labor symptoms. I am not really experiencing any labor symptoms. I am getting Braxton Hicks at least 3 times an hour. And when I met with my doctor, they said that was normal. So I'm not really worried about it. But I feel like I'm getting Braxton Hicks at least 3 times an hour. Movements. Baby is moving. She's moving right now. She constantly moves. What I've noticed is that if I am active, she doesn't. She's like completely still. And when I'm like at rest, she's completely active. And she moves like 10 to 15 times in an hour or more. Most of the time she moves constantly. Like if I'm sitting a weird way, she'll move. Or if I'm laying a weird way, she'll move. But majority of the part, when she's active, she moves at least 10 to 15 times an hour. Doctor's appointments are going really well. I start my NSTs officially this week. It's Thursdays when I go for my first scheduled regular NST. And we'll see how that goes. Another thing about the doctor's appointment is that I'm swelling. I don't know if I'm allergic to something or I don't know what it is, but I have started to swell so much. And I've been watching what I'm eating. Like, I don't eat bad. And my last doctor's appointment, I was telling the doctor, like, what is going on? I'm like completely swollen. My face is swollen. My hands look, I had to take my wedding ring off because I can't, it's too tight. The top of my hands, even the top of my hands are swollen. All of this is swollen. My shoulders are swollen. My neck is swollen. It's even affecting the way that I talk. And my feet are swollen. I think I'll try to put a picture somewhere in here to show you how bad the swelling is. It's like concerning bad, and I'm not testing for positive for preeclampsia, but one of my concerns was with the doctor is that I run low. Like, my blood pressure is normally like, my baseline is like 90 something over 50 something normally, and right now I'm running like 134 over like 89, which is extremely high for me, for my baseline, and I keep expressing that to the doctor, and I have all these symptoms of preeclampsia, and I have pitting edema in my feet, girl. I'm just like, I don't know, they're just like, oh, you're fine, you're fine. I just really am starting to become disappointed in military medicine again. Like, I feel like that's what happened the last time. They like kind of chalked it off as, oh, you're fine. And then 2 days later, my daughter died. You know what I mean? So I'm just like kind of worried a little bit. But I still have 4 weeks left to work. I have 3 weekends left to work because I'm now down to working only weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and Tuesdays. But I have 3 weekends left before I can go on maternity leave from my job. My belly button is flat. It's not really a lot to report for my belly button. My emotions lately have been, I've just been worried. Like, I feel like something may be wrong, and because of all the swelling, like, I have been watching my sodium intake. I have been making sure that I'm preventing preeclampsia in every way that I possibly can as a mom and as carrying the baby. But I don't know, my doctors are just like, oh, you're fine. But it's like I have like hyperpigmentation on my lips and my cheeks and my chest and my arms. My legs are like sausages. Like, I don't even have knees anymore. And my ankles, I don't have ankles. My feet, like when I walk, it feels like jellies. It's so much swelling that it feels like jelly, like jello is on top of my feet, shaking every time I walk. But the doctor is saying that it's okay. It's just pregnancy induced. There's nothing that they can do about it. They refuse to give me bed rest, and I understand why they want to keep me active. But the only way to combat, from what I understand, the only way to combat edema is by elevation, like elevating your legs and getting off of your legs. But I don't know. I'm just gonna wait it out. And if it gets worse, I'm just going to keep going back to labor and delivery until they grant me a bed rest order. So that's pretty much all I can do when it comes to that. So I'm just going to keep going back. Best moments of the week, baby's not breech anymore. So that's a good thing. She is officially head down, but she has plenty of time to turn and be breech again. And it's kind of like a lot of room in there, so she has plenty of time to breech again. But right now, that's my best moment, is when I saw her on the ultrasound and she was head down and not breech anymore. What I miss, I'm missing walking without pain, and I'm missing just not being pregnant. Oh my goodness, that's so mean to say. I'm missing like just being normal and being able to sit without having labored breathing, and I miss like being able to go hang out with my friends and not feel like extremely tired and ready to go home in 5 minutes. And just the energy level. My energy level is just flatlined, and I miss that, the energy. So a little bit of info, because I got a comment asking for me to put more info about being pregnant after a C-section. I have just a quick history. I have had 2 C-sections, one in 2009 and one in 2014. The first one was my son Miguel. He was failure to progress during labor. I labored for 2 days with him, and he never dilated. I never dilated past 2 centimeters with him, so I had to get a C-section because I had failure to progress for pregnancy. The second one was an emergency C-section. In that one, I had an abruption, and which ultimately resulted in fetal demise, or I lost my daughter. She did pass away 15 minutes after birth, and that one was in 2014. So little bit of symptoms for pregnancy after C-section. first the doctor gave me the go-ahead at 3 months after the 8-week mark. So technically it was like 6 months after that we could start TTCing or trying to conceive. I noticed that it did take a little bit longer to conceive. Like I said, all of my pregnancies besides one was planned, and I don't have any known pregnancy or fertility issues. It took me and my husband 8 months to conceive baby number 3 or number 4, pregnancy number 4. But from what I feel, it pretty much feels like a normal pregnancy. The only thing, like I said, is that it took a little longer to conceive. It also, what I noticed is that as soon as my stomach started to show, or my stomach started to protrude a little bit, I noticed that at the incision site, it's really sore. Like it feels like it's going to open, honestly. I noticed like little small cramps on the sides of the incision. It's still flat where the incision was, but I noticed that like when I cough and I sneeze, it hurts like hell. I mean, I've called labor and delivery concerned because it hurt so much to sneeze and cough. It, like the incision or the spot where they opened me hurts when I sneeze and cough. So that's one thing to look out for. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the only things that really grab my eye when it comes to being pregnant after a C-section, is that you have a little bit more, it's a little more painful than a regular pregnancy. I noticed that the incision site is a little sensitive and it's a little sore, and when my stomach starts to protrude, it kind of flaps over that spot. It's not like smooth and protruding. It's like a little bit of a flap, not necessarily a flap, but it's like a bend right there. So that's another thing to look out for. But yeah, this is my 30-week pregnancy update, and pretty much nothing's going on. Baby's fine, I'm fine. I'm just swelling a lot. I'm just like super swollen. I feel like I'm like a Michelin man walking around with a bunch of rolls on me. So yeah, that's my pregnancy update. Hopefully I will see you guys next week so I can give you the results of the NST and maybe what's going on with, maybe they figured out what they're going to do with the swelling, because it is pitting. I'm not sure what the pitting is, because I thought it was pitting at least 2 or 3. And when I went to labor and delivery, they said that pitting was only 1. But I don't agree with that. So yeah, that's my pregnancy update. Hopefully everyone's doing well. If you have any questions, or if I kind of skip through some stuff, just let me know down in the comment section. I am able to respond in Spanish also. I get emails in Spanish because they don't want to comment down in the comment bar, but I can respond back in Spanish. What other stuff that I need to say? Yeah, that's it. So if you haven't already, subscribe for more bump updates, and make sure you remember to like the video if you like it, and comment so that I'll know that my pregnancy updates are effective and that you guys like them. Okay, so here is my belly for my belly update. This is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see. 30 weeks pregnant from the front. From the other side. Very big, huh? Okay, guys. See you later. Anywho, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.